Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. The global grain issue is solved. And do you know who we should thank? We should thank Russia. You don't believe me? We're going to read an article, and then I'm going to make a little bit of remembering time. And then we're going to realize that it was the Russians. So, this article comes from Politico from June 14th, today, 2022. This is the title. Biden just woke up. US to build silos on Poland border to export Ukrainian grain. You would say, hey. Wait just a second. How did the Russians solve the problem? Well, let's see. Maybe it's provided by the article. President Joe Biden said Tuesday that the U.S. will build temporary silos on Poland's border with Ukraine to facilitate the export of grain out of the war-torn nation and address surging food prices amid Russia's invasion. We're going to build, I'm quoting, we're going to build silos, temporary silos in the borders of Ukraine, including in Poland, so we can transfer grain from those cars into those silos into cars in Europe and get it out into the ocean and get it out across the world, but it's taking time. So he's the savior. We're gonna do that. All right, yeah, you're gonna do that. That's great. Now let's see. This is what they say. Emil, you're a liar, pants on fire. What's going on here? And I'm gonna tell you. Let's go to the beginning. The beginning was nothing, right? Okay, so with the beginning of this was the Russians invaded Ukraine. Okay, we'll go by that. That's the fact. Then they blockaded the Black Sea. The Ukrainians put all the mines. They could not ship it via Black Sea. Fact, right? So they said, well, that's the route we take, but the Russians don't let us get our ships out of the ports, which is Odessa, mainly, right? And why? Two reasons. The Russians attacked, we put mines, they create a blockade. Russians said, okay, man, let's offer you something. Let's have a corridor, a corridor where it's 3 nautical miles wide and about 70 or 80 long, where these ships can come and go and will provide safe passage. But you have to take your mines out from your port in order for the ships to come and go. And Ukrainians said, do you think we're crazy? Niet. Что казалось? What are you talking about? No, we can't talk. We can't do that. And then they said, well, the Russians, well, then you can use Mariupol. You can use that. But it has shallower water, but it still doesn't matter. They have routes where they can do. Ukraine said, no, niet. Only Odessa. The world is starving. The Russians are blackmailing the world. The Russians said, all right, how about you do that? How about you if you don't want to go through this, you don't want to ship it through Mariupol because we're going to take it, you don't want to demine your Odessa because we're going to attack you, then how about you go through Romania? And from Romania, you can go through Constanța, which is a Romanian port in Black Sea, and you can go through Bosphorus, Dardanelles, and whatever Mediterranean Sea, and then you go to Gibraltar. If you want to go to Atlantic Ocean, otherwise you can go through the Red Sea and all that in Asia, right? Problem solved. No. We want Odessa. Okay, Russians. Oh yeah, we got another idea. You can ship your things, if you don't want through Romania, you can ship it through Poland. And you go through Poland, you can ship it with using Poland ports, or you can go from Poland to Germany, use German ports to the rest of the world. Or we got some more. You can go and ship it through Belarus, and you can use the Baltic states ports. Belarusian president said, I'm on it. I want it. I'm okay with that. I'm going to let the trains transit, but with a catch. We want our products to be able to be shipped in the Baltic through Baltic ports. The Baltic states said, Lithuania, No, we don't want to do that because Lukashenko, the president dictator of Lithuania, is just a bad dude and we don't trust him. We're not going to do that. Yeah, but the world is starving. Well, we don't care, and there are sanctions. We have to keep the sanctions on. We don't care about that. You know, they can, but the sanctions. We have sanctions here. We got rules and regulations. We can't just pick and choose. The Lithuanian leaders. All right. Then Russia said, well, we gave you Lukashenko, Baltic states. The Baltic states don't want to do it. We gave you Poland option. Remember Poland? Remember the article I was talking about? We gave you that. It's an idea. We gave you Romania. We gave you Mariupol. We gave you the corridor. Look how many options we gave you. And the other ones don't have anything to do with us. Romania doesn't have anything to do with us. Poland doesn't have anything to do with us. All these things are outside of our control, including Lukashenko. That's between you guys. And look what they're doing, Biden. We're going to build silos in Poland and the border with Ukraine. Man, ain't I smart. I just woke up after a little thing, and right now I just come with idea. And he's going to be hailed. You'll see this. And he's going to be using this in his campaign, if he's going to be running, that he saved the world. You're going to see how the Americans, the mass media, are going to portray this. We saved the world. Before all this, no, only Odessa. And the Russians came first. I made a video about that. Before that, it was only Odessa. Nobody came with anything else. Nobody. Biden was still asleep. Johnson was partying. Yoo-hoo-hoo! And everybody else was busy doing stuff, if you know what I mean. Strauss and the other one from Germany, what's her name? Bardon, whatever. And Macron, anyway. So nevertheless, so the Russians offered it and said, you know, guys, you have options. What are you talking about? It doesn't have to be Odessa if you don't want to. So you see how Biden will put his medal of honor and genealogy, being a genius. I don't know the word. And that's going to be portrayed like that. You'll see. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a perfect match. It's great that these guys agreed with that. I'm pretty sure they thought about that too. Not only the Russians were just the geniuses here. I'm pretty sure the Russians were the ones who said, what are you talking about? You need Odessa. You have those options. Ask your allies. How see that works. And then obviously I said, well, these guys are just square heads. They're not going to do anything with Odessa. Mariupol is not an option. Romania, I don't know why not. Maybe they can cut them off over there in Constanza port. Whatever. Nevertheless, this is it. So the world is saved by Biden. Let's grain flow. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. Look for the truth and be just.